What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome to Week 3 of the NCPL. This week we're going up against Austin, coach of the Virginia Volcaronas, easily one of the best battlers in this league. He's up there with Manu, he's up there with Max, he's up there with Sam. He's definitely improved, and we're looking for a good match after our match in the SFL, which didn't really come to fruition as well as we would have liked to. And yeah, we're both making this work in some conditions that are not ideal or optimal. But we're going to see what we can do anyways. If you haven't seen why I'm bringing the team, or why I have the team members I do have, please go check that out. Man, I'm nervous. But let's see what he brings. This is the moment. And he brings so much power. Okay, so we got no webs. It looks like he's bringing just straight up hyper offense, to be honest. Just like straight up. He's got Mega Garchomp with Sand. Mega Garchomp with Sand, Gigalith, those are both hitting hard. Necrozma is probably his only semblance of bulk. Blaziken is probably Scarf if I had to guess, given that that's his only real speed control. He's probably got Ambipom, which is standard, probably Life Orb, maybe Lead Frostlass if I had to guess. Yeah, I would guess Lead Frostlass more so than anything. So overall, no webs, which is actually really nice. Scarf Garchomp can put in a ton of work here, which is really good to know. So we're going to want to make sure we keep that thing healthy. Once we weaken... Oh, no Darkrai. No Darkrai, surprisingly. Mega Scizor can put in a lot of work, too. Once I get to +2, and if I get Blaziken into, like, about 50%-ish, we should be good. I think what I'm going to do here... What am I going to do here? I think I'm going to lead with Bronzong here. He's probably going to lead off with his Frostlass, which is fine. He leads off with Ambipom. Oh, that's surprising. Oh, something else worth noting is he has no hazard removal. So the fake out is pretty obvious. That's fine by me. I'm just going to get my rocks. Fake out's going to do like very little damage. 11%. We get leftovers back. Now he's probably going to switch out. He could go for Fire Punch. Given the... Oh, he's not Life Orb, which is good to know. Let's see here. Ambipom. And now let's take a look at our Bronzong. Because we are max special defense. So Fake Out with, let's see here, Silk Scarf would be doing more if he's max attack, of course. He might not need max attack. So he's probably not something that boosts his normal type moves. He might be Expert Belt. If I had to guess. He's probably Expert Belt, which is good to know. Either way, I'm going to get my rocks here. What's he going to go into? Blaziken? Yeah. Oh, so he just knocks off. That's fine. We'll get up our rocks. And we take another knockoff. He doesn't have Empoleon, so this thing isn't as necessary as I thought it would be. So what I can do is probably just EQ here. Or do I want a Toxic? Yeah, do I really... Ambipom is doing pretty well. Knockoff did what, 54%? It might be Adamant? No, he's got to be Jolly. That did what, 54%? He might not be absolute max attack then. He might not be like absolute max attack. So we live one more hit based on probability and a little bit of math. We're probably going to live one more knockoff potentially. The question is, what do we go for here? I think we just Toxic something. We could Gyro Ball. I'm actually a little bit torn, to be honest. He might just knock off here. How much would our Gyro Ball do? It would do quite a bit. It would put him in Bullet Punch range. Earthquake would do a decent amount too. I'm probably... What am I going to do? It's probably running Fire Punch too, which is worth noting. I'm going to Gyro Ball. Oh, and he gets the crit. That probably mattered, given the calculations and stuff I was doing. So I'm pretty sure our Scarf Chomp will KO this. That's pretty annoying. I wanted to use that to Toxic something, but, well, you can only do so much. Outrage would KO, but Earthquake would not, which is pretty annoying. Sorry, it happens, Austin. I don't want leftovers on Suicune to get knocked off, which is pretty annoying. He could be running Fire Punch. Rather, he probably is running Fire Punch, if I had to guess, which would probably KO Scizor. So I don't want to do that, and I don't want to set up or anything like that just yet. He could be running Ice Punch. He might be running Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Fake Out, and Knock Off, if I had to guess. What else do I not need as much in my team? Florges. I'm going to go into Florges here, and probably just get a Moonblast off to put him in Scizor's Bullet Punch range. Yeah, let's see how much Florges takes from all of these. It'll take a decent amount from like a knockoff or a return, but it'll do a KO and it'll put it in Bullet Punch range. So I'm just going to go into Florges here, because I don't want anything getting knocked off. Question is, what does he go into here? He probably goes into Necrozma, if I had to guess. Either way, I'm not going to risk it, as he just knocks off, which is a good play on his part. He just wants to get rid of the leftovers on this thing. But all I really wanted was damage on this thing, so that's totally cool. What does he go into here is the real question. We're not getting leftovers recovery, which is kind of annoying, but I think we can safely Moonblast here, given I have switch-ins to most things. If we get chip on something, that's always nice. Okay, get a decent amount of chip there. I'll take it. He's lefties. We're going to go hard into Gligar here. Yeah, we're going to go hard into Gligar. As he curses. Oh, interesting. So we're going to Toxic this thing, because he could potentially hit us really hard. Nothing on his team wants to take a Toxic too. Man. Curse Gigalith. Stone Edge is going to be doing a hefty amount. It'll probably do like 45, 50. If he's very offensive, maybe 60. But we can also Roost and stall out things a bit. We'll get a clean Toxic off on something. Because this thing really only gets like Stealth Rock, Stone Edge. There's the Stone Edge, 30%. So he's not even like max attack or anything like that. And he might try and get up hazards right now. He might just try and get hazards up. I think I might just EQ here. What do I double Toxic? What do I have to lose by double Toxicing? Because he could go into Frostlass here potentially. But then I can just EQ anyways. If he goes into Cross, I outspeed it anyways. I think I'll just EQ here. Get a little bit of damage off. Man, that it really is only a little bit of damage though. Not a big fan of rocks being up, but it's not the end of the world. Do we defog or do we want to keep our rocks up? I think we want to keep our rocks up more than we want to get rid of his rocks. So our Earthquake isn't really doing too much. If we EQ here, how much did Toxic do last? Toxic, 6%, 12%. At the end of this turn, it's going to do 24%, meaning he's going to die in 2 turns regardless of whether or not I Earthquake here. So what I'm actually going to do is Toxic on the anticipated potential switch. Because if I EQ here, he's going to take 20% and then 24%, and he's not going to die, and I have to wait for him to die in the next turn anyways. But if I don't attack him, he takes 24%, and then he takes more damage, even more than that, the next turn. So he'll die in 2 turns regardless of whether or not I attack. And I would much rather Toxic something on a potential switch-in, like Necrozma, than anything else. And if he Stone Edges us here, we can just Roost. So let's see what he wants to go for here. And he switches into Ambipom. So we hit our Toxic, which is pretty nice. It's Lum. Lumberry Ambipom. Well, that's less than ideal. He's probably just going to knock off. I'm going to go back into Florges here, because that's the thing I need the least. As he fakes out. Oh my goodness, so much damage. So much damage. I probably could have gone into Garchomp there. I didn't want to risk it though. Didn't want to risk it though. So Return will KO us if he has it. If he has it. I think I'm just going to Moonblast again. Yeah, I think I can just Moonblast here. What's he gonna go for? Potentially Fire Punch? He like has a chance to KO us if he gets a really high roll, I'd imagine, but I'd like this thing to be gone so that I don't have to worry about knockoff on my Suicune or my Gligar. Suicune also does really well, actually. He's got to keep the Frostlass alive because I think that has Taunt, and that's probably his only way of preventing my Suicune from setting up. So I think we can just Moonblast here. As he goes into what? Gigalith? Okay, so he's probably going to take this. I mean, he's going to die pretty soon anyways. What is the play here? I probably don't want to weaken anything. What I can do is I can Wish, and if he knocks me out, whatever comes in is going to get a nice healthy Wish, and he's going to die. And whatever comes in after Florges dies, if he attacks me right now, will also will get the Wish and probably be able to knock this out, no matter what it is. So I'm just going to Wish here. Stowage is fine. He's going to be at what, like 5%? Yeah, 5% now. So now something comes in and gets a nice Wish. And that something is going to be my Gligar? Do I want it to be my Gligar? Or do I want it to be Suicune? Suicune can set up a Calm Mind. Or, but Blaziken's still has... Blaziken's still healthy. I don't know, what's Ambipom at? Ambipom is at 32%. So it's still got at least 2 rocks switch-ins. I think I'm going to want to go into something that scares out the... What's it called? The Garchomp. Because he'll have Sand, which kind of sucks. So I actually am going to go into Gligar. And on this turn, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? We can just EQ. I think that's the best play because we're going to be getting a Fat Wish from Florges anyways. So let's just EQ here as he sacks this, which is fine. And now we should be healing up quite a bit. And he's probably going to go into Ambipom. If I had to guess, that Ambipom is proven to be a lot more pesky. Actually, did I say that Ambipom would just be pesky in my team builder? I'm pretty sure I said that. Ambipom is just annoying to deal with. But overall, I still like our situation. Scarf Garchomp is looking pretty good. Okay, so now we've got this thing, which is kind of annoying, to be honest. He could Will-O-Wisp, he could Icy Wind here, he could Taunt, so there isn't really a lot that I'm liking, but I do want to keep this thing healthy. I'm going to go hard into Scizor. He can make the prediction and go for the Wisp, and that would be a great play on his part. That would actually really suck, but he goes straight for the Ice Beam. Crit, not the end of the world, but definitely annoying. I think he's going to force us to KO him here with Bullet Punch and potentially get the Curse Body. So, we'll go for that. Oh, the Babidi Berry. Oh, and he misses Willow. That sucks. That sucks, dude. That sucks. I'm sorry. I mean, like, you've had a couple crits on me, obviously, one of which mattered for Bronzong, and now I'm not as healthy to potentially SD up, but that really sucks because that was clearly designed to beat my Scizor. So, good team building. I don't know if Scizor would have been my win condition given I have Scarf Chomp right now, but that does suck. There's no getting around it. That sucks. I'm going to Bullet Punch again. Do we get the Curse Body? No, we don't, which is cool. So now what is he going to? I do want to keep this thing alive for, what's it called? He goes into this. Now this thing is scary. This thing is scary. This thing is so difficult to prep for. I think I'm going to go hard into Gligar. He could be running Hidden Power Ice. He's in Earthquake range. But yeah, I do want to keep this for Necrozma. So I am going to go hard into Gligar here. Because it looks like Scarf Chomp is more likely to be my win condition than Scizor. I want Scizor to be able to potentially to hit Necrozma and to weaken Garchomp. If I can put Garchomp in EQ range, I should be good to go. Yeah, because after Rocks, I think Rocks and maybe Rough Skin, Ambicom can't really afford to fake out. He's probably Scarf Blaziken. Like I said in the beginning, looking at speed control on his team, he's probably Scarf Blaziken. So he's probably anticipating making a double into something like Ambipom to knock off my Violite. Maybe Necrozma has Hidden Power Ice or some other cool move that I don't know of. Let's see here. Oops, not that one. This one. Oh, he made a move. What did he do? He baton passed. Okay, so there's the Necrozma. So he could be Rest Talk Necrozma, but clearly this is his answer. What we can do is probably Toxic. I kind of want to just Toxic this. And what does he have to answer? He's Rock Polish. Rock Polish Necrozma. Okay, so that's scary. What is this thing's move pool? Does it get access to a lot of cool moves? I mean, Autotomize, Aerial Ace, Flash Cannon. It's probably running Hidden Power Ice or Hidden Power Fire. It just gets a lot of Psychic type attacks, really. Solar Beam could be cool, Stored Power, Toxic. Either way, I think we can stall this thing out a bit. Let's see here. Do we want to just EQ here? He's Rock Polish. He's Rock Polish, so he's got to be offensive. He's got to be offensive. This thing hits 282 speed. If he's max speed, he outspeeds our Garchomp. He outspeeds us now, so I think he's just going to attack us. We're going to Roost. As he just goes for Morning Sun. Okay. Toxic damage is building up. I'm probably just going to keep roosting. Yeah, because as long as he was just going to attack me, he's probably not going to KO me in the time that Toxic would KO him. Now the question is, does he make the aggressive Ice Punch or Fire Punch? If he does, I'm going to go hard into Scizor here on a potential Fake Out. I'm pretty sure we take one, and he goes for Knock in the crit. This Scizor keeps getting crit. It's not the end of the world, though. Now, I'm pretty sure we can safely BP, and we'll put... Is he just going to let this thing die? He might go into Garchomp looking for rough skin damage, but if he does, that puts it in EQ range, so I will gladly take that. So Ambipom goes down finally. I don't have to worry about Suicune getting its leftovers knocked off or Gligar getting its Violite knocked off. So before he pulled a double into Necrozma. He pulled a double into Necrozma. Or no, he didn't pull a double. Okay, let's see here. It's probably running Fire Blast. Either way, it's not a big deal. Because at this point, Outrage might just clean up. Let's see here. I hate that there are no, like, Mega Garchomp sets. How much would a Bullet Punch from our Scizor do? 29 to 35. Now the question is, how much does Garchomp's EQ do? Because we want to put it in EQ range. Not enough. Definitely not enough. He might SD here. He could be running Hidden Power Ice Garchomp, for all I know. The question is, does he anticipate the Suicune, or he can pretty safely Earthquake here, I think. Is Blaziken in Garchomp's Outrage range? Yes, it is. What about Necrozma? That's not going to be super, super healthy Outrage. Oh man. So we're probably going to want to keep this around for... Actually, if he's max speed, if he's Rock Polish... What is he Rock Polish to outspeed? Let's look at my team. Shout out to Max for this document. This is a wonderful hub of information. He's probably Rock Polish to outspeed Scarf Chomp, if I had to guess. Which means his max speed is what? Garchomp's max speed is 333. So multiply that by 1.5 and you end up with, what? 549, because Pokemon rounds down. So he's probably at 275 speed, if I had to guess. Which means our Scizor probably isn't going to outspeed it anyways. The question is... I think I'm just going to go hard into Gligar. I think I am just going to go hard Gligar here. What does he go for? Fire Blast? Oh, he just goes for Roar. Interesting. Roar, Mega Garchomp. That is not something I anticipated. So what we can do now is just start firing off Scalds. I want to burn this thing ASAP. And I want to get damage off on this. He can hit me with Earthquakes. We get the burn first turn, which is really nice, actually. He's just going to keep shifting us around. What's pretty neat, though, is I can pretty safely Bullet Punch here. If I Bullet Punch here, what I can do is I can, I think I take one more Rocks hit. Oh, we're at 12%. Showdown showed us we're at 13%. We'd have another turn of Rocks. Oh, Showdown. But what we can do is we can Bullet Punch here and put it in EQ range from... What's it called? From Garchomp. I think that's what I'll do. Because I don't think we're going to outspeed his Necrozma anyways. As he goes, it's hardened to Necrozma. 23%. Is he going to try to heal up? We're not going to let you heal up, buddy. We will, we're going to Bug Bite here. Oh, we outspeed him. We outspeed him, so the speed creeping did pay off. The speed creeping did pay off. So now we just click Outrage with Scarf Chomp and win. Yeah, just to make things safe, we'll Bullet Punch here. Get some damage off. As he high jump kicks. And now we go into Scarf Chomp. And click Outrage. Yeah, he's probably Scarf, given he had Baton Pass as well for momentum. And we don't have to risk having a 2 or 3 turn, what's it called? A 2 or 3 turn Outrage, so that's gonna be a GG. It was weakness policy. Oh, Rock Polish. GG Austin, GG Austin. Overall, I think that was a good game. Overall, I think it was a good game. There was obviously some hacks that made it definitely difficult. Yeah, it was a good game. I'm thinking back on the hacks now, right? And there were a couple crits on Scizor. I don't think they made a huge difference. They did give me, what's it called? Those crits gave me less potential switch-ins, which is fine. With regards to the burn, the Will-O-Wisp miss from, what's it called, from Frostlass, that really sucks. That was clearly meant to counter my Scizor. In the end, how much did Scizor's damage output matter? It probably would have KO'd Ambipom anyways. It might not have KO'd Necrozma on a Rock Polish, which would have been interesting. I think I could have stalled out Toxic and such, but it would have made it a lot more difficult if my Scizor were burnt, so that Bug Bite wouldn't have KO'd and Bullet Punch wouldn't have done as much damage, and he could have gotten a Rock Polish up and a Weakness Policy, and then Morning Sun. That said, he probably wouldn't have been... Yeah, I think if I kept Bug Biting as he was Morning Sun-ing, Toxic damage plus that damage would have ended up bringing him down anyways, and he would have been forced to kill me, and then Toxic would have KO'd him eventually. So I don't think the burn would have been game-changing. You're, of course, welcome to say otherwise, Austin, and if there's more, obviously, to your team and such and your thought process that I don't know. So if that is the case, let me know. But from my perspective, it didn't seem to make too much of a huge difference from like a perfectly, like, I don't know, objective stance. As far as other hacks goes, I don't think there really was too much. Bronzong got crit, which kind of sucked, but in the end, I was able to pull it out with Gligar. Suicune making one like short brief appearance and then getting roared out. But it got the burn on Garchomp. At that point though, I mean, Outrage cleaned up anyway, so So GG Austin, I'm glad we got to play again. Clearly there was this match was a bit quicker, right? There's a lot more fast paced than some of the other matches, but there were very clear mind games. There was a lot of understanding. It was, here's the best play and playing it out like that. He had some interesting sets, in a good, interesting sense. So yeah, good stuff. We continue the winning streak. And I'm hoping we continue to do so next week when we play someone else. I don't remember, but it's probably gonna be cool because it's my Pokemon battle, and you guys should want to watch it, right? Question mark? He hopes. Anyways, I'll see you guys in next week's team building and battle. But until then, this is Movie Night Zero, and this mission is complete.